Hello, hello. My name is Kate. I'm a wedding portrait photographer in Vancouver, BC, and today I'm going to tell you the 5 programs that I use every single day. I didn't even know about half of them before I actually went full-time photography, so they were a game changer. They have eased my mind, they've eased my workflow, they've made everything very seamless, and I truly don't know how I would be able to function without these programs. I use one or most or all of them every day, certainly every week. While there are other programs, other websites and such that I use often as well, these are my primary ones. One program that was a complete game changer for me was Photo Mechanic. This allows me to cull my photos without the pressure of feeling like I'm deleting one forever and it's into the abyss and it's never coming back. I used to take a very long time to cull my photos, and this changed everything. As I've loaded all of my photos into all of my hard drives and I've done all of my backup process, I then load them straight into Photo Mechanic. The first thing I'll do after any photo shoot, say I have 600 photographs that I've captured throughout the photo session, I'll load all those into my computer, I'll put them on my hard drives, I'll do my backup process. I will then go through and I'll hit the T. That will tag everything. And that's everything that I think is usable, that I would be happy delivering to the client. Because I used to be very afraid of feeling like I was deleting an image forever. And this way it allows me to be like, I just reduce them in stages. So I go through, I tag everything, and that will normally bring it from say 600 images down to perhaps about 150, depends on the session and how amazing it was, lighting and everything that kind of comes into play. Then I will go through, I will use my color codes. If you haven't used Photo Mechanic, the color codes are with your numbers. You can number any image from 1 through 5. My process, what I like to do, I don't like using all the colors. I keep it simple. I hit the 5 and that will give me magenta, and that will give me my favorite images. And then if I change my mind and I go back to red, which is number 1, then that will be like, no, not too sure of that, but it's still better than not having a color at all. By the end of it, I will then sort my collection by the colors. If everything that's showing up is magenta, gives me a good gallery. Say I've got 60 images, whatever it is that I'm delivering to my client, if it gives me a good number, a little bit higher than what I will actually deliver, then I will just take those magenta and I will ignore everything else. But I will also save the other selections into an extras file, so that then if I decide I'm not as happy with an image, then I'll come back and I will grab something from my extras folder, so it's not ever gone. That way then it's so fast. I'm just tag, and then I go through and then I hit that number 5 and I select them all as magenta, and I'm cold, I'm good. The next program that I use just about every day is Lightroom. Lightroom it's my jam. It's where I do all of my editing. I never cull in there. I always use Photo Mechanic for that. So this is my next step in my lineup. Lightroom changed everything for me. My first wedding that I actually did on digital, I'm not gonna lie, I edited everything in Photoshop and I was not very efficient. It took way longer than I ever want to admit to anybody, even for myself, because I wasn't thrilled with the edits. It wasn't very simple. I mean, it's a very huge and very powerful program. That's just, I don't choose to use it for editing. Though that is another program that I do use often is Photoshop. And I love using that for creating my marketing materials, for touching up photographs. If I have a image in Lightroom, for instance, and there's 2 images, one's amazing, love the image, but the eyes are closed, and the next one is almost a replica of it, but the eyes are open, but I prefer the other one, then I will load those over into Photoshop and I will switch the eyes out, pop it back into Lightroom, and then I can export and deliver my gallery that way. Since video is such a huge thing in everybody's life these days with Reels and YouTube, and we're here for it, but I have been using Premiere Pro like nobody's business the last little while. Not only am I using it for my YouTube content, but also I find it easier for doing Reels. Being able to get Reels put together seamlessly, nicely, and having them look more professional, I think has made a big difference on reach. But sometimes I want to do just a very quick Reel. I've got a video or I've got some images and stuff like that, and Splice is a really good app for that. It's something that I've used for probably the last few years, so maybe there's other programs out there that other people might prefer over it, but I find it super user-friendly, very quick and easy to use, and I can just do it on my phone while I'm just hanging out on the sofa with the kids, and then it's loaded and it's off my plate. Last but not least, as a photographer, I guess I don't know if it's specifically classified as a program, it's more of a website, but marketing online is huge. It's what's made my business what it is today. It's what's I'm sure you're gonna be using, if you're not already, is Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, all these social media platforms that are just gonna make your business, I use Planalloy. Planalloy is, I can schedule everything, I can organize everything, my feed, I know exactly what it looks like, I can load all my content, I can have it look lovely, I can add all of my notes, all my tags, everything. It is so amazing because the key to making a successful business that I found is batching all of my work and doing it in like lump sums. Otherwise, my mind is frantic. I'm all over the place, and it just keeps something so simple to be able to have all of it there, and I can load it to any platform that I need, and then I have complete control. These 5 programs: Photo Mechanic, Lightroom, Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and Planalloy. Those are all my programs that I didn't really know about a lot of them when I first started out, and it was trial and error. I figured it out as I went, and they changed my ways. They changed my life, and if you haven't heard of these, take a look. They're worth it for sure. There's links below for you to give it a try. And as always, thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to have more content coming at you next week, the week after, every week. It's coming. It's coming. And if there's something particular you would like to watch or learn about, throw a comment below and I will add it to my to-do list.